to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by The Last. Back with my good friend Skye Nicolson. It's good to see you. Commonwealth champion Skye Nicolson, sorry. Can't forget that. Before we talk about Katie, congratulations. First professional title. That must feel amazing.
Hello, Oscar Bevis. No, it was really amazing to have my first title fight back home in front of a home crowd. Absolutely loved it, and I'm just buzzing to get back out again.
I can imagine after seeing that from Eddie's perspective as well, not just you of course, but the whole show in Australia, he's itching to go back as well.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's a great market for Matchroom to be breaking into right now. Boxing's absolutely buzzing in Australia. We've got a few world champions at the moment, so I think it's really good timing, and hopefully we can keep bringing some big exciting shows back down under.
Obviously you're loved over here now,
yeah.
Right? What was the reception like over there? Because obviously being a Commonwealth Games medalist as well, I know you'll be loved over there, but I kind of feel like we've adopted you a little bit. Is that fair?
That's definitely fair. I'm a dual citizen, remember? So you both get to claim me. It's okay. But no, it was a really amazing reception. Obviously, I was boxing a lot later on the cards than I have been in my fights over here too. So obviously that helped. But no, it was great. Like I knew so many people in the crowd and so many people that have been waking up early hours of the morning, Australian time, to tune in and watch me on DAZN when I've been fighting overseas. So it was nice to be able to fight for them live. But I do feel like there's nothing like a British boxing crowd, and I really want to fight in the UK again before the end of the year.
Take that, Aussies. She's ours. Let's talk about Katie tonight. A fight that on paper kind of seemed, I suppose, simple in comparison to ones that she's had of previous, but what sort of mentality must it take when you've had fights at the level of Serrano to then go into a fight which isn't as big, if we're being honest, and yet still have that mentality and that drive to, to do well and win?
I think there can sometimes be more pressure on fights like that. At the end of the day, she was still a 19-0 opponent. The Argentinian girls are tough. And I think Carabajal showed that tonight. I think she was a much tougher and more durable opponent than I guess people expected. I think she had really good moments at times as well, and made the fight more competitive. Obviously, Katie showed her levels, showed why she's the best in the world, but I think it was a great fight. I think it was entertaining. I'm glad it wasn't a really easy fight. I think it shows the level that women's boxing's at right now, and I hope we can keep seeing more fights like that.
Obviously, Katie wants Croke Park as her sort of number one. But from a fight perspective, is it the Serrano rematch that you would most prefer to see?
I think most boxing fans want to see that rematch. Yes and no. I think at the end of the day, Serrano's a unified world champion at featherweight. These girls are fighting at lightweight. I think there are definitely other fights that could be made. Michaela Mayer, Alicia Baumgardner, those super featherweight girls moving up, I think they could be big super fights as well. I don't necessarily think it has to be the Amanda Serrano rematch, but obviously that fight definitely lived up to the hype. It was a great fight. It was an amazing fight, and definitely something any boxing fan would love to see run back, but I think there's other big super fights to be made.
And just one more thing, from the Australian perspective, Ebony Bridges against Shannon OConnell. Who do you think will win that fight? I mean, I know you're good friends with Ebony, so I kind of gauge what you might say, but
I love that fight. I've sparred both girls. I've worked with both girls. Coogan. But I definitely see Ebony Bridges winning that fight. I think not just having the fight here in the UK, I think that will definitely work in her favour, but Ebony has improved so much, and she's showing that she's fighting legitimate world champions. And Shannon, she's experienced, she's been boxing for probably as long as I've been alive, but she's kind of always just kind of not quite made it. She's never really shown at that level. We'll see on the 10th of December, but I'm backing Ebony Bridges for the win, and I think possibly even by stoppage.
Brilliant, Skye. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ball game.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.